Hey, okay, so this is the time of year where we just feel, I don't know, kind of frumpy and sluggish. So what I'm going to teach you today is a vegetarian broth that we're going to infuse with herbs that help to support our lymphatic system. So here we have my little setup of what we're going to do here, but I had to write down what herbs I put in here so that I would remember what I have in there. But I have calendula. Calendula is amazing with helping to stimulate, one of the many things, to helping to support and stimulate that lymphatic system. Monarda, our bee balm, we call that nature's wild oregano. It's very, very antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory. It does so many amazing things. Prickly ash. So prickly ash, I harvest all of mine up in Wisconsin at the Wild Food Festival because it just doesn't grow around here very well. But prickly ash is an amazing stimulant and it has kind of a fun, zing, spicy flavor to it. So that's going to help really push things through our lymphatic system as a stimulant. Mugwort, one of our beautiful artemisias, very, very amazing at modulating inflammation in the body, and it has kind of a bay leaf meets sage meets rosemary. And then bay. So I have bay leaves, bay plants that I grow, but bay leaves just have such an amazing flavor. They have kind of that, not really menthol, but they have, well, kind of a mentholic type chemistry to them. But bay leaves are amazing for, they're antimicrobial and they are amazing for any type of nausea. So if you were to pair bay leaves with basil and ginger, that's amazing if you ever get one of those nasty stomach bugs. So then we have nettle, which is full of protein and tons of minerals. Sage, that beautiful antimicrobial, very like astringent and cooling to the body. Rosemary, all the beautiful things with rosmarinic acid. Rosemary is also an herbal stimulant, so it's going to really help to push all these nutrients through our system. Clover, so purple clover, it's amazing to work with the lymphatic system, and it's also a phytoestrogen. Oregano, lamb's quarters, which are like nature's wild spinach, so nutritious. And even though they are full of a lot of oxalates, those oxalates diminish with high heat, kind of like vitamin C or antioxidants like that. And astragalus root. So astragalus is very, very immune building. It's very blood building. So that, I had to write it down so I could remember what I put in here. So here I have my eggshells, right? So when you're working with your eggshells, I always save mine because I make spice blends out of them. I love to put them in broths. But this membrane here has a lot of collagen in it, right? So you don't have to discard your eggshells. You can use your eggshells and make broths out of them. You can roast them and use them as a calcium supplement, but then you're also getting that beautiful collagen. So I like my broths, my vegetable broths, to be a little bit on the sweeter side. So I'm gonna put some onion in here, and because I'm gonna strain all of it, they don't have to be super chopped up, right? Some carrots and some parsnips. Some local carrots from our friend over at Mad Farmers, Miss Amy Matthews and her team. That way you have the most nutrient-dense foods. You're getting all those plant-based carotenoids in there. Parsnips are so yummy. They're so sweet. Some garlic and garlic skins. So you're just making a broth so things don't have to be chopped like super fancy. Chop that up. And then some beautiful celeriac. And I'm not quite sure where Brian got this, which farmer, but he got it from the Indy Winter Farmers Market. And I love this because it has that kind of spicy, ultra flavorful celery flavor to it. But not too much celery. Celery can be bitter, so I don't like too much. But with the carrots and the parsnip in there, I think it'll be beautiful. Throw that in there. And then, oh, I forgot. You know what? I did not write that down. I have rose hips in here. So that way there's rose hips in there for all those beautiful phytochemicals we'll put in there. Because by the time you cut rose hips, they've already lost a lot of their vitamin C, but you're still left with all those beautiful phytochemicals. So now we're gonna fill this with water, my water from my Berkey, and I'm going to let this simmer for about 3 hours. I'm gonna bring it to a boil and let it simmer for about 3 hours, and then I'm going to strain it, add in some Celtic sea salt, and be able to use it this week. I'm really excited because I'm going to make some minestrones out of it. And then I also have a kabocha squash that Brian got from the market, and I'm so excited to make a kabocha squash soup with that and to make some minestrone and to really help to stimulate and support our lymphatic system this time of year in this season where it's just so cold and gross and we just lack movement and we lack sunlight. But something that I like to do as a trick to that, once this is finished, let's say I'm taking just want to drink a cup of just nourishing broth, right? I will add 3 drops of my poke root tincture because poke has to be respected, right? This plant can really hurt you if you don't use it correctly. But just 3 drops of the poke root tincture in my cup of broth stimulates all of that and just adds so much more support. So gives you some ways to use your food as medicine with planting our gardens, so that way you have all of these that you can grow to make beautiful broths and soups with next winter. So now we're gonna finish this up.